Hey, this is Tim. I'm presenting our MS&E 107 final project on behalf of Team KT. And we're doing a Chipotle queue model because we're both Chipotle enthusiasts and we hate waiting in line. So I'll walk you through our model. Okay, so here's our Chipotle queue model. You can see we have all 5 stations: burrito, rice and meat, salsa, wrapping, and paying. We have a mean, standard deviation. Here we use the norm inverse. We also have an absolute minimum, so we use the max function to create a floor. That's basically saying how fast you can possibly wrap a burrito or do any of these stations. So this comes out to a customers per hour rate, which is our service rate. And for arrival rate, we did some research and found out that about 500 people visit Chipotle every day. We broke this into on-peak and off-peak hours based around lunch and dinner. So here you can see the arrival rate. The off-peak and the on-peak to off-peak is a 2-to-1 ratio. So the on-peak is 2 times as high as the off-peak always. And these are also, this is also a norm inverse function to generate uncertainty. So we have uncertainty in the arrival rate as well as the service rate. So our 2 inputs are the arrival rate and service rate, and our outputs that we're concerned with is the average waiting time. This time limit can be changed, but right now our constraint is 3 minutes. So if you have a line that's longer than 3 minutes, we have this table over here. And this says that with each additional employee, you get a 10% increase in efficiency up to the point of 52 seconds, which was the floor that we set earlier. So basically, we have uncertain numbers, and if you add 1 employee, you get 10% increase in efficiency. You can see the off-peak compared to the on-peak. The on-peak needs more employees because the arrival rate is more, so that makes sense. And right here, it's 3 to 6, but that changes as you hit the function button. So now we'll go to our flawed model. And here we only use the mean. So there's no uncertainty in the arrival, and there's also no uncertainty in the service rate. So service rate is going to be a constant 52, and the arrival rate is going to be constantly 31 and 62 about. And so this model predicts that we need 1 and 4 additional employees respectively for the off and on peaks. And so this will bring us to our last point, which is the strong form of the flaw of averages. So if we only looked at our flawed without the uncertainty that we talked about in our actual model, that would be useful. We would hit our target of 3 minutes about 50% of the time. But all these other times, you're going to need more employees to keep the waiting time below 3 minutes. So if I was a Chipotle manager, I'd probably use 4 extra employees for off-peak and 7 extra for on-peak to hit that 3-minute constraint that we set. That is our final project. Thank you for listening.